Going into the new year, lots of people start off with new fitness plans. And if you want to get into running, it's a great sport, it's lovely to get outside, enjoy some great scenery. I've got a few tips that are going to help you out for your first time running. If you look online, you'll see there's plenty of plans out there. The most common one is the Couch to 5k. I'm not going to put any plans up, there's going to be plenty that you can find. But the first thing that I want you to do is not have a specific plan. Just get outside, do some runs, aim for 10 to 20 minutes, whatever your body's capable of, whatever suits you. Just do what feels right, push yourself a little bit. You want to be a bit uncomfortable to start with. Okay, so tip number one is shoes. Shoes are incredibly important. You want them to be comfortable, you want them to look after your feet, prevent blisters, prevent any ankle strain, knee strain, all of that goes with it. So when you're first looking at shoes, make sure that you do get some specific running shoes. Don't go out in any flat shoes like Converse, that's just going to hurt your feet. So if you go down to some local sports shops, it doesn't matter how expensive they are to start with. If you're just going to be doing short distances, short times, get whatever you can, whatever you can afford. There's different gait styles with shoes. I think to start with, you can't go too far wrong if you just get some normal or stability shoes. For short distances, they're going to be fine. They're going to see you through the opening stages of your running, and probably the first couple of years as well, depending how much you go out. Okay, and my second tip is have a target, some sort of plan in mind, but don't do this until you've been out for the first few runs. Because as I talked about at the start, there are plans like Couch to 5k, but after you've done 2-3 runs, you might think that 5k is not for you, either because it's too easy and you can get there after a week or so. Some people will be able to, or maybe you just don't want to focus on distance at all. You want to just focus on time, on how long you can run regardless of what the distance is. So I advise go out for a few runs first, get used to that feeling, know what running's like and how your body reacts to it, and then after that create that plan, that target of what you want to achieve. If that is 5k, then great, there's plans out there for that. It might just be that you want to do 30 minutes, 40 minutes or up to an hour of non-stop running with no breaks. And if that's your plan, then that's also great, but just get used to the feeling of running first before you have that plan in mind. Okay, tip number 3 is it's okay to walk. When you first start running, you might go for 1-2 minutes jogging, and then you'll be tired, worn down, your feet might hurt already, and you will need to slow down to a walk. That is completely fine. We've all done that. When I first started running, I did exactly the same. I could run 5 minutes max and then I'd have to stop and walk for a while. So don't let that put you off, it's completely normal. What a lot of people do, and it's a really good training plan, is to do a couple of minutes running, slow to a walk before you get too tired, walk for a couple of minutes and then do the running again, another couple of minutes, and just repeat this over and over, and then over time you will build up to be able to keep this continuous running going, rather than having to do stop start stop start. So walking is completely fine, we all do it. I'm out here today, I've actually had to stop quite a few times over quite a short distance. Don't know why, it just happens. It can be quite annoying, but it's part of running and you'll get used to it. So don't be scared to stop and walk, don't think you're doing badly, because you're not. Tip number 4 is routes. So when you first start running, you might start going out on some local routes around where you live, by your house, whether that's some local streets or out in the woods, down forest paths like I'm out today. And that's great, just get out, do what you can, but don't repeat the same route all of the time. You can just lose motivation if you're doing the same route day in, day out. So mix it up, whether it's very simple things like if you're running down different streets where you live, take a different street, take a different turning. You can link back up to what your normal route would be, but just add that little difference in there as well. And also try running the route in reverse. it'll make a big difference if you just run the other way around what you're used to. If you're out in the woods, anywhere else, just see what's around, find different paths, take different turnings. That's what I usually do, and that's actually how I've got to this spot today to record. I'm not really sure where I am at the minute. I've just taken a few different turns to what I'd normally do, and here I am. And the point of this one is changing up routes is to keep that motivation high, especially when you're starting out. You won't have many routes in your pocket to use, so it's really important just to discover what's out there, find new places to run, and keep that motivation high and keep yourself running. Okay, this tip is incredibly important, and that is listen to your body. When you first start running, you will get aches and pains, whether that's going to be in your feet, knees, hips, even in your shoulders and arms when you're swinging your arms back and forth. It's completely normal. Your body needs to adjust when you're putting new strain through it. So running on pavements or any surface really, you're putting a lot of strain through all of your joints, and your body's not used to this. So you need to rest, recover, and your body will tell you to do this. You'll get aches and pains showing up, but also after you've rested for a day or two in between runs, you still might have some aches. Do what's right for you, but that doesn't mean that you shouldn't continue running. Just get out, do a shorter one, maybe shorter than normal, take it a bit slower, do what feels right. If it gets worse on the run, then just stop immediately, head back home, rest up, put some ice on, whatever you need to do. But you will experience pain and aches, and it's your body just getting used to the strain. It will get better with time. The first few runs that you do, you might experience it more. After a few weeks to a month, that'll probably completely go away, until you push yourself to new limits of jumping from a 5k to a 10k to a half marathon or a marathon. You might not experience much pain or ache for quite a while. Okay, so they're my main tips for you to take on when you start your new running adventures. Some other quick things to mention is music. Music is incredible. It can power you through when you're still getting used to it. So I've got my headset on today. Absolutely love having music on, and also having water with you as well. So I've just got my water bottle here around my waist, and then whenever I'm tired, thirsty, I take a quick sip of this and it keeps me going. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate this. Please consider liking, subscribing, commenting. Let me know if there's anything you want to see, anything that's not been covered in this video. I can make some more videos tailored to whatever you guys want. So thank you so much, and I'll see you soon.